Good morning to Kevin, Craig, and Denise. Good morning to Kevin, Craig, and Denise.
Good morning, you guys. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All right.
Kiddos are out of school today, so I'm here anchored at the house, so that's okay. I'm good for it.
Just so you guys know, Pat is kind of crazy in my head this morning. That kind of happens on Mondays to get back into the groove of it.
Mm-hmm.
Get in the good mindset. I was trying to think of what to name this, and Denise, we love you too. We love you too. And
Yeah, little Pat. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish.
no, little Pat.
Little Pat saying, "Help, Jane! Stop this crazy thing!"
Stop! I want to get off.
I'm jumping out now.
You guys, and you guys, my husband's computer crashed, so his laptop and Craig, if you're still here, I take both. I'm just saying, I take apples and oranges, but they cost too much. So, good morning, Sandy. Oh,
Good morning to Sandy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sandy. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sandy.
oh, Sandy, is it cold where you at? It was hot yesterday here, and then I got
And then
up.
it was cold.
Yes. Cold and windy. It's like 30-something degrees. You guys.
Yeah, it's in the 40s here.
It's
Yeah.
29 here.
I know, but you're up north, Tracy. You got snow.
Yep.
There's every good reason for it to be cold there.
Let me
But
see.
still, it's not pleasant. It's miserable, especially if you're hurting.
Yeah. Craig, I guess apples. Ooh, Sandy.
18.
Woo!
That's
Lord.
bone chilling to me.
Whew.
I don't want any part of that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Whew. Sandy. And then look, then the puppy, she sees all these leaves flying around and they're things to chase. And I've got my big blue on. Vanessa.
Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning to you. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning to you.
78.
We're all coming there.
Well,
You're going to have a house full of company.
that's how it was kind of yesterday here, but not today.
I know. So it's like, really? That's what I said.
Good morning, Killer Whale. Good morning to you. Good morning, Killer Whale. Good morning to you.
You guys, I absolutely love Killer Whale. If you don't have them, grab them up, because I sat Saturday while he read some scriptures, and he just has the best voice, and he's kind of like Casey when he reads, Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Casey. He's just easygoing and
Cool deal.
Vanessa. I'm reading. There I go, reading the chat with my mouth open.
Good morning, Ramblin' Hick. Good morning to you. Good morning, Ramblin' Hick. Good morning to you. Good morning, Griffin. Good morning to you. Good morning, Griffin. Good morning to you.
Denise, MawMaw is she's okay.
Well, yeah, y'all were at the hospital the other day, though.
Twice.
Yeah. Took MawMaw to the ER. Hers was fine. What they checked, it was fine. Nothing to do with her knee or her the left side of her leg. So that was good. And it took her midday. And you guys, I was at the ER until after 10 o'clock last night because guess what? I sliced my finger. That's all I could show because, you're not supposed to have gory stuff.
Good morning, Anne-Marie Hedgehog. Good morning to you. Good morning, Anne-Marie Hedgehog. Good morning to you.
You have a Frankenstein ring finger there?
Yeah. And it took 7 stitches, and I could, if my husband is still watching,
take more, but
if my husband's still watching on his phone or listening, he'd be like, "Wah, stop your whining." So, yeah. And LizzAnn, I was on the phone with LizzAnn. Well, I call it the phone. We was FaceTiming, and she was like, "Girlfriend," because we was talking about something else. And then I told her about my finger. "Girlfriend, you need to go to the ER and have that sewn up probably." And I'm like, well, and so, yeah, 7 stitches. I really did not think it was going to take that many. But
I thought it was going to take more. I'm glad it didn't.
I know, right? So, yeah. So me and Traci just decided to show out this weekend and, take back our youth. And the youth up here is not the youth around here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes our bodies just don't agree with our brain.
MawMaw used to say that. Well, I feel like I can. I feel like I could just go to the pool, and I'd be like, no, and I'd say, you better not. So I told Keaton, you need to put a lock on the pool, or else your mama's going to go. And you do. I see that now. You do feel like you could do those things, and you can't.
Until you can't. Yep. I understand.
Exactly. And Denise wants to know how you are, Traci.
Yeah, I just typed not so good. I did shovel like 4 to 6 inches because the husband was working all weekend. Bad for him. Good morning, Kelly B. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kelly B. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kelly B.
So I'm just
and everybody else that
baking it till I make it today.
And then, Casey wasn't here, so it was like, he got home last night. April brought him home last night. So, you guys, I don't even know what I was going to say. And what was so weird last night, every time I would come across, because I didn't want to get this wet, and I was cleaning out the sink and putting all the silverware. And every time I'd come across a knife, I'd look at it. Like it was going to jump up and attack me. And I'd pick it up, put it in this thing the correct way.
Well, we do need to be cautious. We do definitely need to be cautious and watch what we do. And sometimes we get in a hurry and things happen, but that wasn't because of a knife. That was glass that got you. Broken glass.
Yeah. Good morning to 5-Speed and Michelle. Good morning to 5-Speed and Michelle.
Well, good morning, 5-Speed. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back for a while.
Good morning. What the heck?
Oh. You guys. So Traci, when I put on my mascara, do I have my mouth open while I'm doing it?
I don't think so.
If you don't, I'm surprised because it seems to be an automatic reaction for everyone.
And I every time I would do it, I would be like, can I do this?
Mm-hmm.
5-Speed, I really, it is cold. And I have old lady pains, but other than that, we're on.
We're doing
the headache I had all night and woke up with has tapered off. So that's a blessing, a huge blessing.
Good morning to Jessica. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jessica. Good morning to you.
Well, Jessica, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I am glad you stopped by. Oh, there's my friend.
Hi guys.
Hi, Sandy.
Good morning
Hey.
to Tracy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Tracy. Good morning to you.
Thank you, Sandy.
Yay! Awesome.
Thank you, Jessica, for the love. Oh, it's snowing where 5-speed is. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. And I hope, and it is my prayer, that you have a blessed day as well.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed day, great vibes, and plenty of Jesus and coffee. All right, we got to show our we got to show our shirts. Jesus and coffee, you guys.
Wow, cool.
You hadn't seen these, Sandy?
No, I haven't.
Jesus and coffee.
I had them made by Destiny, by the Bargain Effect, which is Shamrock Pixie and the Bargain Effect. And yes.
Did she do the artwork on it too?
Yes, she did. And then in the middle of it, it says Norgus R. So it's got my,
Cool.
Norgus R.
On your coffee cup.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
very nice.
So see, you and LizzAnn needs the cheerleader shirts.
Yeah.
I need to get you guys a cheerleader shirt. You guys got.
I'm still waiting
for the hat.
I feel a sin coming on.
I feel a sin coming on. Good morning to Super Dave. Good morning to you. Good morning to Super Dave. Good morning to you.
Super Dave, I need your information.
Ooh. All right. Yeah.
Super Dave, I do. I need your because you don't have it on your page, but somehow I need you to get in touch with me. So, LizzAnn just made LizzAnn jump right out of it. She's like, I ain't having
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my phone put on charger and on the tripod, and I'm showing y'all the ceiling. I thought, well, maybe they really don't want to look at the ceiling. I don't know.
Thank you, Jessica.
Good morning, New York Scratcher. Good morning to you. Good morning, New York Scratcher. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. But Super Dave, I did not do a drawing for the 1,000 because you know what? Super Dave is my 1,000, and I've got some things up here in my head that I want to get to you. So,
well, gee whiz, Mr. 1,000, huh?
Yes.
He needs your email.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
She has a little handicap with typing with her stitched up finger.
Yeah, Super Dave. I sliced open my finger, and it is hard to type.
He was trying to type with that the other day, yesterday or whatever it was, whenever he was before she got it stitched up.
Yeah. So finally, I told Liz, I said, "Look, just FaceTime me. Look, you having me work my finger."
But I didn't know at the time about her finger.
Super Dave,
upside down like that.
That was interesting. The show you did. The show you did was very interesting, and I told everybody that I enjoy Killer Whale when he does his Bible readings and talks and shouts everybody out. He has such the tone, and I'm like, yes, I done found another channel that's not afraid to, put some scriptures out there, and that's always good. And he has a lot of people that comes to his channel. But yes, Sandy, I sliced open my finger.
Why did you do that?
7 stitches. almost.
Finger?
Yeah,
How can they get 7 stitches in a finger?
because it. Oh,
Good gosh,
She opened
woman.
it up like a book,
yes,
apparently.
yes. I
It's
flapped
like
it open.
And just
And then that one didn't need, that one closed up. That one clotted, so they just treated that one and put a Band-Aid on it.
are you
But-
trying to compete with MawMaw?
I took her, and then it was hours later. It was like that night, last night. No, Saturday night that I had to go. So then they kind of looked at me funny when I said my name, and the guy looked funny. I said, I just brought my mother-in-law earlier. He said, that's why. When I saw the name, I couldn't figure it out. I should have messed with them. And when they looked at it, I should have said, no, I didn't come here earlier.
Yeah, not me.
Now, my evil twin could have come.
Oh, it was like me and MawMaw was trying to compete, you guys. It was like, and they really could have thought we were after pain medication, but no. It was just a day, Saturday. But Liz kept on at me, you guys, when we were talking. She said, what did you do? And I told her. She said, well, this all don't matter. You need to get to the ER. You need to go have that seen about. And she was right. I got a tetanus shot. Oh, I got a tetanus shot, and I hadn't had one in, I don't know. I mean, who knows when they had a tetanus shot last?
Are
I
you
play the
personally
two
trying
after
to
you.
keep the hospital in business?
Girl, I'm going to tell you, at least all my out-of-pockets met.
Yeah.
Wow.
Between you and MawMaw, you guys are supporting the whole hospital.
Oh, look, you can't get blood from a turnip. That's what they say in the South. I don't know where everybody else is from, but you can't
I've
get
heard
blood.
that before.
They say that up north too.
Yeah.
So that's a nationwide saying.
Yep.
Yeah, but anyway, I cannot
Well,
believe it.
Yes, Dave.
Lose your finger,
Well, you see,
Could've been
darling,
worse.
it's like this. Next time you walk in the door, they're going to call you by name. They're going to say, thank you for the new wing.
Good morning to Joy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Joy. Good morning to you.
Good
Take it
morning,
away,
Joy.
Darlene.
Good morning,
Joy to the world, all the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. My joy. My joy.
Hey, Joy, how you doing, hon?
You guys, now I'm going to tell the new people, Joy's the only one that I get to sing to. She gets a special song, you guys. Special song. Yes, Dave, I watched the thing with you and Bruce the Moon Guy. Yes. Look, I done send a message to my ladies here. I done send a message. I missed everybody. He even had football going on in another room. And I'm sitting here. I'm like, is nobody live? Where are you, Dave? And I was jumping around. I'm like, where's Dave? Where's where's the Think Dragon? Where's everybody at? And I waited until you popped up. And yes, I watched it. Joy, mine started out, we did it on Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, got an epidural. And then I went straight to my sister-in-law's where we dropped MawMaw off and had Thanksgiving. And epidural didn't work. So, and then Thursday, which was Thanksgiving, me and my husband just chilled. Somebody said lay like a log, or we just like didn't do
Just
nothing.
enjoyed the day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal.
I love Anne Marie Hedgehog. I love your name.
Mm-hmm.
Anne Marie
awesome.
Hedgehog. Oh my gosh, you guys, silence.
What is
Deadly.
Denise had spaghetti for Thanksgiving.
Ooh, see, I need to make some homemade spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti sounds good. I know. Now I'm thinking, dang, I might have to have spaghetti for dinner.
We had spaghetti over the weekend.
I like spaghetti.
We had gumbo.
Oh, good morning, Siosa Cells. Good morning to you. Good morning, Siosa Cells. Good morning to you.
You guys, when that pops out and somebody is on that side like Sandy, it's like I'm trying to what do they used to do? They'd have like a black strip across somebody's mouth or
Good morning, Vicky Porter. Good morning to you. Good morning, Vicky Porter. Good morning to you. Good morning,
What are you
MND
saying?
Channel Design. Good morning to you. Good morning, MND. Good morning to you.
good morning, and welcome.
Are you saying, Darlene, that we have to censor Sandy already?
What?
You know, when
With the message across the mouth, blocking her mouth, looking like the black tape.
oh wait, we'll make Vicky there. Vicky is censoring you.
What did I do?
Poor Sandy.
This is
She
Monday
hasn't done
morning.
anything. She's like, I'm innocent.
No, Sandy, you guys, I used to have a swear jar. I had it for a long time. And I had said, well, if Sandy swears, I get a piece of jewelry because just Sandy does jewelry. She makes it from
Well, that'll keep her on her toes.
a plain piece of silver into something beautiful. So what is your curse word?
Rutabagas.
All rutabagas. All rutabagas.
She says that's pretty steep, and she doesn't. I don't blame her. I don't understand why she has to do that. We all put a quarter in. I don't get it.
Yeah, you guys put, a quarter, 50 cents, a dollar, and I got to make a piece of jewelry.
Yeah.
I really think that this is
That's a costly cup.
this is tilted. I feel discriminated against.
You want to complain to the management?
No, he's tired of my complaints.
Yes, Siosa. Yes, you could do a quick self-promotion, babe. Go ahead. Look, so Sandy, I want to do I want to have Vicky on and do what is it? Help me, Tracy. Pat's struggling.
An interview?
An interview.
Another interview?
Yeah, with Vicky. So how safe is that? Is her Trixie going to come out on us?
No. I sort of bring the Trixie out in her. So as long as she's out there, I think, and keep her away from the sangria, you'll be fine.
But I might want to interview Trixie. I mean, look, Norgus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Trixie is cool. I mean, I personally really like Trixie.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you're asking me if Trixie will come out. Now, we can probably bring her out if you want to,
Censor my show.
If Norgus and Trixie want to play together, I'm sure that she'll be there.
I might have to do that
On
content
channel.
Oh, Siosa. Girl, you could have come on my show first time, but that's okay. That's okay.
Reseller Addict show today at 5.
We'll drop the link. You can drop the link. See, I don't know. The whole thing went crazy with the monetization and rules they threw. I don't think we can put links anymore. Somebody else can drop links, but we're not allowed to drop links ourselves. But yes, go ahead. I have no problem with that. you know, it is, and I guess it is good that you asked. I guess, you know, it is, it's very polite, very polite.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not
And
used to
for
saying
anything
this.
in the South, it's polite. To a fault.
Yeah, and if I would have started, well, Siosa, bless your heart.
Yeah. Then you
Then
know
you gotta
maybe
worry.
not so much.
But yes, throw that link out there because you know what? I don't think I know Reseller Addicts. So I can go back.
I do either.
Yeah, I can go back and check the channel out. And sure, everybody else here.
Cool deal.
Oh, girl, I know that. I know that.
Drop that link, girl, so we can all
Yeah, that'll add somebody else for
get
us to
on there
go and.
so we don't miss the show today.
Oh, I have good news.
Yay.
Well, I'm being semi-sarcastic here. Out of the blue. Oops, somebody's ringing. Out of the blue, PayPal pops up on my phone and says, you have so-and-so sent you blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? It has been forever since I've had an eBay sale. Of course, I haven't been working my eBay page like I should. But I was so surprised. And, you know, I haven't rearranged my studio and office area. So I have that big thing I bought at Hobby Lobby for my paintings to store them in. I haven't put that any place yet, but it's in the middle of the room and it's blocking some of my eBay stock. So I'm sitting here at the computer looking at that big Hobby Lobby display I have, and on the back side of that is where that hat is. And I'm like, how in the world am I going to get to that? Because there's no path.
Oh my goodness. Good morning to Misha. Good morning to you. Good morning to Misha. Good morning to you. But you got a sale.
That little sucker, yes, I'm happy. That little sucker is going in the mail today. And I was like, what's this for? I was like, did I sell a mug?
Oh, that's always a good thing.
Good morning to Lonnie. Good morning to you. Good morning to Lonnie. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Lonnie.
Thank you, Siosa Cells, for dropping that link.
So yes, I sold a hat.
Yay!
A cap, you know, a trucker hat.
I was going to say, you better not have sold your specialty.
Oh, no. I never get rid of special things. No. Oh, this is something I'd picked up in a liquidation box.
Yeah.
Where I had got some Amazon shelf pulls and whatnot. That was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because everybody don't get a specialty hat made from a cracker box.
Believe me, I don't abuse those privileges. Trust me. But yeah. No, that came from the big mistake box.
Well, there you go, and you got a little back then.
I got a little back on it. Yeah, I was like, what? I was thanking the Lord for that because it was like, what in the world? Anyway.
It's always good to hear a blessing. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Good morning, Anna Mora and Darlene B2. Good morning, Anna Mora and Darlene B2.
I got a boo-boo. I can't clap like I usually do.
I'd be a little afraid to myself if I had a finger like that.
I know.
You just bonk yourself, LizzAnn.
Hi, Misha.
Did I miss it?
No, I was setting this can over here.
Oh.
And, well, I still got to drop it. Hang on.
Chug it, baby. Chug it.
It looks like I did, doesn't it?
It did look like you bonked yourself.
Well, no. What was that? What were we do? Oh, when Casey did the auction on my channel. And I was so tired. And I went to prop on my hand, and I just absolutely missed the table. And I had my coffee, and I go, and then I'm like, oh, did anybody see that? And I thought, whew, I would have ended up in my coffee cup, you guys, because this big old coffee cup. I could have seen me lean my head up, and I have coffee dripping off my nose. But I was it was such a great day, though. But I was so tired. But it was fun. And Casey wants to do something. It scared everybody. When everybody saw, because the way he did it, when everybody saw a benefit auction, I think it worried, like, oh my goodness, what's done happened we don't know about. I mean, we got all kind of I got text messages and stuff like that, and I'm like, no, I think Sandy even said, well, I'm like, no, everything's okay. I said, Casey just wanted to get rid of some of his merchandise and put it towards Porch Church. And while I have Traci in here, it was my responsibility to send you your package. And I Saturday, I didn't get it done because a lot happened. So Casey has everything ready. It will be shipped out today. I promise.
Yeah, her Dear Diary entry for Saturday was 3 pages long.
Oh my gosh.
No, that was 4.
Oh my goodness. Look at her. I knew he was going to do it.
Quit whining about that little scratch. Oh, he's so funny.
Oh, goodness. I love those t-shirts. She did a fantastic job on those. She is so talented.
Oh my goodness. When MawMaw, when I first met MawMaw, and she wanted to make sure that I didn't fall asleep when I had to drive back to where I lived at the time. We were best friends before she was MawMaw. But she would say, no, you're going to have to get some coffee, and you're going to have to get a biscuit in you at least. I was like, all right. We'd be talking. I'd have my coffee cup, and I'd be having it sitting up, and I'd be sitting up asleep. So that's how me and her got so close. Oh, there's.
Good morning to John. Good morning to you. Good morning to John. Good morning to you.
John.
Can I answer Misha's question?
You can.
All righty. Misha, the Saturday night auction that Cindy and Vicky and I are doing, it'll be between my channel and Jewelry Nurse's channel. We're going to bounce back and forth for a while. We may establish a whole new Steals and Deals channel, but for right now, it'll be between Jewelry Nurse and mine.
So you'll do part of it on your channel at the same night?
Yeah, it's going to be Saturday night at 7 Central, just like Dwayne's was. And it'll be the first and third Saturday of the month.
Okay, so somebody, Vicky, if you'll put Jewelry Nurse's channel, and Sandy, if you'll type back in the chat for people to grab you up.
Okay.
Just be careful how you grab.
Just don't toss her.
Yeah. Right now I'm fragile, so.
Lonnie, I forget about the whole thing of telling people to do thumbs up. I just forget about that. I
do too. I'm bad at that.
Yeah.
You know, we just get in the moment, and Pat goes crazy up here, and I really don't think about, the thumbs up and stuff like that. But
right now, Darlene, we're booked through April.
Wow.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah. People are supporting it. Obviously, there's a need for the auction in the community, and we didn't want to lose it, because Dwayne's done it for 2.5 years, and he's burnt out, I think. And so it won't be just jewelry, guys. It will be everything, just like Mothership
Yeah.
products.
Mm-hmm.
You can bring the kitchen sink to auction off if you can figure out how to ship it,
Okay.
So
That's awesome.
I think it's going to be fun. We always have fun in the auctions anyway. So
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
and I don't know, Vicky, can you put in the Gmail address for the steals and deals? Because we need you guys to register on that email so that we can put it on a spreadsheet, and so that you can register to auction to bid on the auction.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys put in Sandy's as well, and then do you have the community tab, Sandy? Do you know what that is?
No,
You're
I don't.
monetized. You should have the community tab. When you look at YouTube, if you look at go to your page, like you go to your page, and go to the dashboard, you'll see in the upper right, there's a little thing now that we can do the community tabs. And it's just like anytime somebody goes to YouTube, they'll see like that little strip.
Right.
And you could put in, you can put in a comment, or you could put in your channel, what's coming up.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Sandy and Vicky put in the Steals and Deals Gmail address. Now you have to go in and give you guys your real name, YouTube name,
Right.
mailing address.
Yeah, mailing address and your PayPal information. That way we've got it all in one spot. We can check it real quick whether somebody can bid or not. It's just going to make it easier on us, instead of Cindy looking through her addresses, and
Right.
then Vicky and I will have it all in one spot. So if you guys will just go over there and register to bid, that would be great.
Cool deal.
And we have just got lots of help on this on this auction. I really appreciate everybody that's helping out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just not who you see on YouTube. There's people behind the scenes that are helping also. So
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So on that note, on that community tab now, well, that's something I should be able to go on the community tab and say something about yours. But the community tab, everyone has hit the notification bell. It will show up and they can be sure to watch it. So it's an extra feature.
okay.
If you're part of the YouTube partner or something, so yeah, it's an extra feature.
Maybe we need to FaceTime, Darlene, and you
Yeah.
can show me.
Yeah, and I can I can screen share.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
they're
I'm
coming.
not keeping up with that.
Screen share.
Ooh, baby, can we screen share?
Ooh.
Good morning, Rayona. Good morning to you. Good morning, Rayona. Good morning to you.
LizzAnn, don't make me make a big banner that covers the bottom end.
I'd have to go like this to look over it.
Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you.
I wasn't meaning anything else.
Oh no.
Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you.
There's my
Dwayne.
red-headed munchkin.
No innuendos, darling. No innuendos.
We got hamsters running everywhere, Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Yeah, a little pad up in Darlene's head kind of tripped a few times over the weekend. And
Oh, Dwayne. Yes. MawMaw went to the ER. I got jealous. I went to the ER, and then Keevan's football team, they lost.
Uh-oh.
So I told him in the car, I said, baby, I'm so sorry. He said, for what? I said, you had to bring me to the hospital. Well, that's what I'm here for. And then I said, baby, I'm so sorry. He said, for what? I said, your football team lost. I didn't laugh
Any
about it,
given
though.
day. Any given day.
But yes, I'll do that, Sandy. In fact, whenever we come off of this, if you stay on, it'll be easier to do it from
Yeah.
here. But it's just YouTube's coming out with a lot of nice features. But the thing of it is, everybody's scared now, and they're jumping ship because of the other stuff going on. So, you know.
They're panicking in some ways because they don't know exactly how do you classify yourself? It seems like there should be a deal where you could say adult content, not adult content like adult content, but I mean like for 18 and over, or, for kids, or everybody.
Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Southern Belle and Brenda Land too. Good morning, Miss Southern Belle and Brenda Land too.
Good morning. But yeah,
But no, I gotta make it complicated.
I just sit here, LizzAnn. I told Traci, I sit here and I did watch somebody talking about they do adult coloring, and they do the diamond?
The diamond painting thing.
Yeah. So I was watching that, and after it finished, I just sit here, you guys, and I just talk to God. I said, God, why? I can't get worried. Because you guys know I worry, and then I worry, and my head just keeps worrying. But I sit here and I'm like, why, God, why you blessed this so I can't worry about what you've blessed? Now, do I need to go back and change some of my thumbnails? Yes. But it's going to be good. We're all going to be good.
Shoot you out.
Oh, Southern Belle said, don't forget to shout to your supporters that don't have channels.
What does that mean?
Uh,
Okay, everybody that
That means
doesn't
that
have
people-
a channel. Ah!
Not that kind. Probably, thank everybody that's that are out there watching and listening to us. And I do have it shared on YouTube. So
like my sister-in-law, who may or may not be listening, could sing to her, good morning, Lynette. Good morning to you. Good morning, Lynette. Good morning to you. Because my brother sang to me in my little tune, so I know they listen. They just don't ever type anything.
Yeah, I mean, when
Not
I
everybody
went,
shows up in the chat.
yeah, because when I went and looked at who has friended me, and go all the way down the list, there was some that I couldn't subscribe back to because they are just people that pull up YouTube to watch videos.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, they are subscribed to me on my end, but it doesn't give me a way to subscribe to them because they watch. They can't come in chat, but they're watching. Mm-hmm. And so, that's amazing, and it's good that people are doing that.
It's kind of like my husband. He likes to watch it on the. He watched it on the computer, but we have it set up in the living room as well. But we don't have an account assigned to watching YouTube in the living room on the TV, and so he just watches everything, and he does not have a subscription to anything. He just whatever comes up in the recommended or whatever he's searching for or deciding, based on whatever's on his mind at the time, he looks it up. And so he doesn't have an account, so to speak, and he's happy with that. I'm thinking, okay.
Good morning to Cinnamon and a happy birthday to. Good morning to Cinnamon and a happy birthday to.
Happy birthday, darling. Did I tell you guys that I ran into a subscriber the other day?
No.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Wait, sing to Eli.
A face to
Good
face.
morning, Eli family, 1983. Good morning, Eli family, 1983.
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
I went to the little grocery store here in town. Now, guys, my town is 1,600 people. It doesn't even have a traffic light in it. So, it's a very tiny community. And I hardly ever go to this grocery store because it's small. And I'm walking around and I notice this lady staring at me. And I get up to the checker and she's right behind me. And she says, "Are you Sandy?" And I said, "Yes." And she says, "I'm one of your subscribers."
Oh,
Going, "Are you kidding?" In Fran, Utah.
oh, that's funny.
She lives about a block away from me. She
Wow.
said the house across the street, her husband's grandmother built.
Awesome.
So I have a subscriber in Fran, Utah.
That's
Isn't that
awesome.
great?
Yeah.
It's a small world.
I guess so.
Ooh, stalker.
That's scary.
Stalker, yeah.
You know that happened with Todd, Flippin Hustler. He was out one day, like just thrifting, looking around, and somebody recognized him. And it is, you don't know who is out there that watches your channel,
Yeah.
and everybody that clicks on it and watches it, they're supporting you. And you don't know. And that's why, you have to be on your P's and Q's. You have to, it's the same way with living a good life, the Christian
Well, I
life.
invited her over. I thought it'd be cool for her to come over and
Heck yeah.
do a show together,
Yay.
Yeah.
So
See-
I don't know if she will or not. I have no way to get a hold of her except through YouTube. So we'll see.
Well,
And you guys know that Miss Vicky is coming to visit me.
oh no.
That'd be fun.
Life will be different for sure.
That's going to be trouble.
It's going to be fun.
My goodness. Brace it. We got to brace for it.
Yeah. It's I just don't know about woo.
Oh, is Eli leaving already?
Yeah.
Okay, sweetie. Have a great day and a
Yes.
great week.
Yes.
Vicky said she can't wait. It'll
She
be
wants
fun.
to do all the stones in my shop.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why now if I had a laptop, me and Denise could meet up halfway, and me and Denise could come on.
Ooh.
See,
But now you could because you got your 1,000 and all
Yep.
your hours. You can go
so
live anywhere.
yes,
Look
so
out,
me
world.
and her could be sitting in
You can go
McDonald's.
live.
Well, no, McDonald's is for kids. Maybe Starbucks.
Yeah.
There you go.
Kids ain't supposed to be drinking coffee, but
Stunts for
Yeah,
growth.
well,
That's what I was
But-
always told.
it would be great. Oh yeah, Eli. Anytime. Yes. But we'd have to get Casey to drive me, Denise, and maybe somehow we could meet up halfway, and we sure could. Oh no, 2 Southern women. Could you guys imagine? 2
That'd be
Southern women.
awesome. That would be awesome.
But yeah, you never know, and you really have to, when you go live and you putting yourself out there, you don't know who's listening and who's watching. And
Mhm.
you have to be the same no matter where you're at. So you guys, I'm pretty crazy no matter where I go.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty much me.
Me too.
I'm pretty much the same old, same old.
Yep.
Likewise.
I've spent
What you
some
see
time
is
with
what you get.
Yeah, I spent some time with Vicky in Tucson, and I think she can say that, what you see on YouTube is what I am in person. I just,
The real deal.
Yep.
it. This is all you get, guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I've jumped in some lives looking pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Ciosa. Oh, Super Dave. That's because I told him that it was easier if Kevin went to sleep when I had my laptop, that I was able to put in my headphones when he'd go sleep early and still go in the channels that I met, like Super Dave, and interact back and forth. So, everything's going to work out. Everything's going to work out.
Did you see that Vicky said Sandy is just Sandy, which, haha, that was a good play on the channel name.
Yeah.
But
Well, Norgus
Awesome.
is kind of like
it'd
Trixie.
be too much work to try to be somebody else.
I just don't have the
Yeah.
brain power to lie to people or to play games. I have enough trouble just living my life,
Exactly.
Who
on
can
the
keep
up
up
and
with
up.
all that stuff?
Yeah,
Really?
Vicky, that's what I've always said. I don't know how to edit. And I tell people, when people say they don't do lives, they just upload. I'm more nervous if I upload something
Yeah.
because I don't feel natural. And I tell people, I just shoot from the hip. I just go on. You have to, you just be yourself and you don't have to worry about anything.
There you go.
So
Well, that's what I do whenever I do a recording and upload it later. I'm as relaxed there as I'm here with y'all.
Yeah. I have to have somebody in here to kind of feel like I'm not in the room by myself. Like one of the giveaways I got MawMaw to sit at the table. And it was better interaction.
Yeah.
But yeah, Denise, I love people. I am a people person.
Yeah, I like it so much better when people come into the chat and interact with me while I'm, making, because I just, I'm concentrating on working on the piece, and to keep a conversation going too, it's just very difficult. So I really appreciate you guys coming in.
Yeah.
That's the first time I think I saw Cinnamon. Cinnamon used to be on, and she will do that for you. And then MawMaw will watch this chat. And I think I've done it before. Been in yours, Sandy. Because Sandy, when she's making the jewelry, you guys that don't know Sandy, she is focused on that jewelry she's making. So it helps somebody being on with her to say, well, so-and-so said this, or so-and-so wants to know what are you making? And, it's like they're in the room with Sandy.
Yeah.
And it brings all of you guys in the room. And, that's the whole point of why you have to market correctly now. Because you won't have chat. You won't have comments. You won't have, they can't search your name. So then what are you doing?
Right.
Yeah, that's no good.
You might as well go live on YouTube. But you know what? YouTube might be hit next.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Well, I accidentally did a what you call a premiere the other day for a minute and 30-second video.
LizzAnn said, I did a premiere. I said, what do you mean a premiere? I said, I've seen it, but you talking to the wrong person, because I almost deleted my whole channel. So
Well, the thing about a premiere is, you've pre-done the video and you've uploaded it and you've set it to go off, scheduled it to go off at a particular time. And I don't know where the premiere thing setting is or anything like that. But anyway, I accidentally did that. But what you're doing is you can be in the chat, interacting with the chat, while everybody's watching the video.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool in a way, but it's almost like being live.
Yeah, I think Mark, Kendall, Matt. I think Matt did that one time. I think he did it. So he was painting or something. Then he was in the chat interacting with the people in the chat, talking about each thing. So, I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, the premiere is cool. That you can be live with the people at the same time. You're watching it with them. Traci,
mine was so fast. Like, now you see me, now you don't.
I know when you told me that, I'm like, well, I didn't even get it that it was a premiere. Are you okay, Traci?
No, but I'm gonna hang in there for a little bit longer.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang in for a little bit longer. I shouldn't have shoveled, but I did, and now I'll pay for it. And so I'm gonna try and hang in for a little bit longer. So we usually get a second wind of people about now, and I don't want them to feel neglected that they didn't get sung to.
Well, there you go.
Well, yeah.
Although Sandy does a darn good job singing too.
She does.
I'm just second rate next to you, Traci. Just second rate.
Aww, I don't think so.
Nobody can replace you, Traci. Nobody.
Sometimes I'm like, well, I'll sing. Let me see how Traci does it. And then when you're not, I'm like, wait, what is the little sing-song way she does it? Oh, now Sandy, didn't you tell me Kevin jumped in and chatted?
He did.
Yeah. See, he's been in yours. He jumps in the bargain effect, which is now what entrepreneurs. He jumps in there. He'll jump in Derek. So I'm like, okay, but that I think is restful for him.
Yeah, I'd like him to come into the chat too with us.
Good morning to Mel Mel and Raven too. Good morning to Mel Mel and Raven too.
Thank you, Ciosa. Entrepreneurs. Yes.
Entrepreneurs.
Yes. But yeah, Kevin, when he gets his laptop, it'll be a better quality. It'll be, and if he takes it across the street when he has a break, that is comfort. I'm sure that's relaxing for him. He's kind of interacting with people that he's not working beside.
Yeah.
And it probably helps a lot. Think about it. If I could have, when I was working, if I could have every now and then, or when I had the other business, if I could have had some adult conversations sometimes, and I'll put it that way, if I could have had some adult conversations like this at the business I owned once upon a time. I'm trying to pick and choose my words, you guys, because but anyway, when there was sleeping people, I would have been able to have gotten on somewhere and watched and had some
adults.
Yeah, I would have. It would have been very relaxing to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Darlene B, I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
We will put that on the prayer list.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Darlene, thank you for coming in this morning.
Yeah, thanks for popping in.
Around the holidays, there are a lot of I hear of people losing people and a lot of fur babies too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just seems around the holidays there's more of that than during the year, or am I just paying attention?
No, I think you're right. I think there is more around the holidays. I think I do. I do. You do hear more about it. I don't know if you hear more about it or if it happens more or what, but you do hear more about it around the holidays.
So, Darlene, I'm glad that you know that Casey does do that, and he does pray. And you know, of all things, I had a pop-up prayer for me that popped up. And I, you know, Denise just popped up a message and said, you know, prayers to you and your family. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yes. Thank you. I sure needed that. And then I kind of explained what was going on. So, you know, people that are just listening or you're new here, that is what we do. And Darlene B, we go back before Norgus R, Darlene and I.
Mm-hmm.
And we know at any given time that we can reach out to somebody on Facebook, or even I went to people's YouTube community thing before and left a message. I don't think a lot of people looks at that, or it doesn't really pop up.
Mm-hmm.
But I check comments and all that. But you know, we have
Bill said that the rates do go up during most holidays, but especially Christmas.
It does. And that's why I tell people, you guys, think of your holiday like the Griswolds. You know, not the commercials. I guess there are people that are refined and they do have Christmases like that. But our Christmas this year, we probably, you know, won't. I don't know. We probably won't even have the tree up because the only place that's safe from the cat and the puppy or dog is Casey's room. And Casey's funny about what kind of tree. And, you know, he don't want one in his bedroom. So I might have to make my chicken tree again.
I'm going to put one up and we'll just see how long it lasts between Rhodey and Cinnamon.
No, this is what I did one year, and it took me forever to take it down. I started gathering up my chickens, like all the chickens that I have scattered around in the house. Not real ones, you guys. Please don't put Christmas lights on a real chicken. But I layered them and made sure they were steady. Then I put the lights all through it. So that was my chicken tree.
There you go.
And I might do it again, my chicken tree. That would be a good thing to video and show.
When you have a cat in the house, it's really hard to have a tree.
Yeah, and we have one, but I mean, she's real bad. She knocks things over. I finally threw away a darn feather that was this long. I think it was a goose feather that April brought from when they went walking up at the dam. The cat kept putting it down, and the dog would bring it in here in the floor. I'm like, you know, I'm through with you two. I just went ahead. It had dog slobber on it. Yeah. I couldn't have made it wasn't chewed up. It was just licked on, and I'm like, you know, I'm through with you two. I'm just throwing it away.
They had a little game going on, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've been by myself for so long, and I normally don't have Christmas. You know, I just don't do Christmas. Mm-hmm. But living next to Kent and Lee now, I'm putting up Christmas lights on the outside of my house, and yes, I'm going to put up a tree and have Christmas this year.
That'll be nice.
It'll be different. You know, it's different when you're by yourself or whether you've got family around you. You know, when you're by yourself, it's just a whole lot of work to put up decorations.
Right.
Denise, you know, we went for years losing one close relative after another for years. So Casey grew up worried about his mom. He'd draw pictures of me, an angel going up to heaven and stuff like that. But I won't call names, but I do have a friend, a close friend that lost two sisters within a couple of months or so. And, in the holidays, you guys, I laid in bed last night. Kim said, "What are you doing?" And I had the picture by my bed of me and my siblings, mom and dad. It's the only picture we ever had that had all of us. Now, of course, not my baby brother. He had been gone since his real little. But I'm laying there just looking at the picture, and it was taken on a Christmas. And I just, kept looking at it. And so I guess around the holidays, people do tend to remember because you gather together. And as people start dwindling away, it makes people melancholy.
Yes.
And then if people are absolutely by themselves, it does do that. But see, Sandy, you have all your fur babies.
I do.
And when, even my fur baby knows if I'm feeling upset.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm sad, she'll come in here and get my hand. And then she just wants to lay on the bed and I calm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, MawMaw.
MawMaw, you crack me up.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of challenges during the holidays that people deal with, and there's unfortunately a higher suicide rate during that time of year as well, and it's sad, and we need to keep those people in our prayers because not everybody can handle loneliness.
Social media has put so much emphasis on Christmas, commercialized it, that it's makes it tough if you want this perfect Christmas,
Right.
And it just doesn't happen.
But, the postcard Christmas isn't in everybody's house.
Yeah,
it's just not. I mean, but you can enjoy Christmas with at your level, whatever it is, whatever's going on in your world.
Yeah.
Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you.
I'm going to have to bounce, Darlene. So
don't bounce too hard.
I will get back with you a little bit later.
Yeah.
Today, and we'll go over YouTube, and you can tell me about that.
I can even do like a StreamYard, but not go live. Pull up StreamYard, and we can do it that way. It's just so much easier to screen share if you're on.
Yeah.
So
we'll finish collaborating on our two projects there.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
I haven't forgotten about you.
Yes.
And I am going to go live later on today. It'll probably be around noon, 1 o'clock Central Time. So, guys, I love you all. Have a great
day.
Love you too, dear.
Enjoy
so see you.
Coffee and Jesus. What a great combination.
Yep. Thank you, Sandy.
All right, guys. Bye.
Love you.
Bye. Love you.
All right, somebody throw Sandy's link out there. Throw her link out there so you guys can catch her live because it is amazing. It is amazing. It's sort of, God shapes us too. And it's amazing how he shapes us. And, to watch Sandy take a piece of metal that don't look like anything, but which is real silver. And she starts shaping and bending, and then she just shows a rock. It's a stone. And that stone is a precious gem. And you look at it and you keep thinking, oh my, what's that going to look like? And and she starts shaping it. And she did that with LizzAnn one day. She had LizzAnn pick out a stone. And by the time at the end of us doing this, she told LizzAnn that was her birthday present. Beautiful. Awesome. I mean, it was.
I forgot it this morning. We were running late, and I was throwing things in my tote bag, and I didn't get to put my ring on.
So I mean, that's how God does. Could you imagine before we are created? I look at it as he's having a conversation. I think this is what I'm gonna make next. And and he's just taking something that doesn't look like anything. Or once we get saved and we turn our hearts over, he's like, okay, and he starts reshaping us.
Good morning, James MMA. Good morning to you. Good morning, James MMA. Good morning to you.
Because, as artists or painters or whatever, we start out with a blank canvas and we start building it up. But, God's saying, well, this is what I'm going to give. I'm going to put a little bit of this. I'm going to put a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. This is going to be their personality. And, that's how I see it.
Good morning to Destiny and Handmade Designs. Good morning to Destiny and Handmade Designs.
You're right. He makes us all special and he doesn't make junk. And by the time we don't see what our souls look like, we don't see the shine in the finished product, But could you imagine when he looks down and we're having joy in him and we're laughing and we're just pouring out his spirit and, letting you guys and just throwing it out there to you guys too. I mean, I can just see a glow that he sees, that, and he's like, good, and that's how I see it.
Yeah. He gives us those talents and things and Sandy has been blessed with wonderful talent.
Yes, she is.
And so has little Miss Shamrock Pixie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Shamrock Pixie, you guys. Shamrock Pixie.
Little Destiny over there. Yeah.
Shamrock Pixie.
Awesome design.
Yes. So, we sometimes don't know what our gift is until somebody says, hey, can you do this?
Mm-hmm.
So good morning, Glorious Way TV. Good morning to you. Good morning, Glorious Ways TV. Good morning to you.
Mail.
You're funny, MawMaw.
Mail. Yes, I probably couldn't.
Probably couldn't show it.
But you are.
But
that's
your
okay.
background Christmas decorations are just the bomb diggity.
Vicky, I will message you, or you message if you are on the Shamrock Pixies YouTube. Message her. Good morning, Glorious Ways. It's still morning here. I know, Dwayne. I know. Look, we're proud of our shirts because the other one says coffee and Jesus, and every time I'd wear it, I would show it because I made my cousin give it to me. But I'd say every time it needs to be backwards. It needs to be Jesus and coffee, not coffee first and then Jesus. But I still wear the shirt. I love that shirt, and it's my way of. I wear this one. I like wearing this one when I go to the doctor, the pain clinic, because what better thing to do is show somebody just Jesus right up there,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Cinnamon. He gets sent to the corner sometimes. Yeah, Mama had to put him there the other night. Oh my goodness, you guys. Casey, every time he comes from look, Casey says no porch church. His head is killing him, which you guys, mine was this morning.
Aww.
I told Traci the back of my eye all night. My head hurt all night. The back of my head, my neck. It was just I could not get fixed, and whatever this crud is, it's like my ear felt. I had an earache last night. I'd blow my nose. It was the changing of the temperature. It was just Keevan had the air on yesterday, and then last night he cut the heat on. So
That's crazy.
lavender oil for a headache, MawMaw.
Yeah, or peppermint oil.
Now, Traci, you'll be good. I mean, when you have to go, you have to go.
I know. I will go and lay down in a little bit. In a little bit.
See, the thing of it is about us, and I could say us because I feel like Traci is the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, Vicky, yes, it's like the change in the weather is just awful, and it usually around this time of year when people start getting out Christmas trees that was packed back, it would always mess with me. But it's sometimes laying down and having to get up and down out of the bed. I told Kevin sometimes I just have to stay up and push through the pain because the trying to get settled in a bed hurts worse sometimes. It absolutely hurts worse. And last night, how in the world? Well, me and Destiny talked about this. Sometimes, is it just me, or if you have a scar from a surgery, do they ever flare up? Do you guys ever have an incision area that flares up and is sore?
That will hurt like way long time now. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
I have
endings.
where I had carpal tunnel surgery way back in the late 1980s. Sometimes when I get emotional, I can feel those scars.
Interesting.
It's the weirdest thing. It's like my hands will hurt right there, and it's like, what the heck? But it's only when I get emotional.
And my lap band, where the port is, it's a knot sometimes, and sometimes that flares up, and I'm like, what in the world? Everything will hurt it. But last night it was the back of my head where that scar is from where I had the 8 staples. It was so sore last night, like a bruise, and I couldn't get my head right. And I guess the way I laid my head hurt. So Cinnamon said, "Go ahead.
Good morning to Lori. Good morning to you. Good morning to Lori. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Lori." Cinnamon said her daughter Jenna's, she's still in Fort Benning, but she's awaiting her orders to go to her Army branch training. See, we were going to meet up with Cinnamon because where she's talking about Fort Benning isn't that far from our house, but then MawMaw had to go get in the hospital. I mean, really? Why did MawMaw just have to get in the hospital when Cinnamon was close enough to meet?
Yeah.
You see how she does? Oh.
Good morning, Eric Garcia. Good morning to you. Good morning to Eric. Good morning to you.
You
okay,
guys.
Breakfast is here. I'll be listening.
Okay.
You guys, Eric, he's needy. But we love him. You guys.
Love him anyway.
You guys, all the special comments and everything is amazing, and I always have to point them out to Traci because it's a joint effort. This is a joint effort by me and Liz and Traci, and I said, they don't stand behind me or in front of me. They stand beside me.
Woo!
Woo,
Lori had 500
Lori!
yesterday. All right.
Lori!
Awesome.
Yay! If you guys don't know Lori, you should. Because you know what? I don't crochet. But I forget where I came across Lori's channel. I forget where it was. But you know what? I just stayed in there and I let myself be known. And I enjoyed it because she basically does what we do. And I think I told you, didn't I, Traci? I said, she just sits there and chats with the people in the, you know, and she reminds me of us. What did the advertisement that comes up on
this video is christianbook.com.
Yay! Yay! Oh, I'm glad you told me that because, you know, I was wanting something like that. I was thinking too of the pure, like Pure Flix or whatever that is called. So that makes me feel so good. I'm glad you told me, Dwayne. Oh, that makes me feel so good. I think it makes my heart feel better than when I got monetized. You know, that was, you know, a different thing. But to know Christian advertising now is on my channel. That is what it's about, you guys.
Absolutely.
And I tell you, Noni. What is
Noni May.
Yes, Noni's channel. She is another LizzAnn. I'm gonna have to have her back on the channel one day. She is LizzAnn silly. Yes, Denise. Oh, there is a
good morning, Danielle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning to you.
You guys, and I'm gonna say it every time to let people know when I look down, I always pull up your video, pull up your name to make sure that I still have the love for your channel from this end, you know, that, and so I look to the right and pull it up just to double check, you know. Cinnamon, we'll do it again. We'll do it again one day. And Denise is close enough. Cinnamon, Denise hears whenever they're testing bombs. Oh, Dwayne, thank you.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Thank you. See, you guys, Dwayne just tries to act like he wants to get in the corner.
All right, Ciosa, we will come and support you this afternoon.
I'm excited for your first live.
Heck yeah.
Dwayne, you are. Thank you so much. You guys know, I almost did not. Oh, and Dwayne, now in StreamYard, I guess you know, the super chats do show up now in StreamYard. They didn't before, but they do now. In case somebody don't pull up the chat, pop out the chat. But I almost didn't do the super chat thing. I just felt funny. But the super chat, you guys, it will be used to pay for StreamYard because I had to get a paid account. They said I talk too much. Can you figure that, Dwayne? They were going to cut us 20 hours a month. Really? We do that in a week almost. What? So, yeah, I was like, so yeah, it says I did 90% more than other free users. And I was reading that and I'm like, really? I copied and pasted that and sent it to, I don't know who I sent it to, but I'm like, Really, I just got told I talk too much and I got to pay for it. So I'm like, okay. I asked Kevin about it, and I told him, I said, oh, sing to.
Good morning, the life of Unique. Good morning to you. Good morning, the life of Unique. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Crazy.
So I told Kevin about it. I said, well, baby, I could stop the makeup thingy. I said, I could find something to cut out. And he said, no, just go ahead and do it. And what was supposed to be 16, because I couldn't pay it up front, end up 22. So I tell, oh my goodness. The first time that I turned it on, it paid for the StreamYard for a month. I said, oh my goodness. And I told Keith, and I said, look, so, if God wants you to do something, he'll provide a way. And Casey told me a while back not to worry. He said, Mom, if you're doing what God's wanting you to do, he said, he'll provide. So I was excited. He wasn't here. He was at April's. And I had to get on. I didn't want to just type it out. I made him FaceTime with me, and I told him, I said, you spoke it in the car. And we're supposed to speak out our blessings in advance and not speak,
The negative stuff.
Leave Traci alone, Dwayne. She's awake. She's
I'm
just
hanging
hurting.
in. I'm trying to hang in.
So, it says not to speak negative over. And so I said, you spoke it over me. And I said, so God said, quit worrying, woman. It will be provided. Yeah, they do. They do mail. They take 40%. But, even figuring it at 40, it's going to go. It's going to go at his.
30.
Do what, LizzAnn?
It used to be 30%, I heard. They've upped it.
Yeah, they do. And that's why I don't think, look, with them having 40%, it's hard for me to believe they're just wanting to shut down people's channel if they're making money.
Mm-hmm.
But God's been good, and that, yeah. So Dwayne, thank you. It's hard for me, you guys. It's hard for me to accept. And when I told Kevin, I told you not to do that. And I said, I know, but God will provide. But sometimes, just like when my finger got cut, I could have sat here with it just gapping open and bleeding and looking at it and say, God's just going to heal it, which he can. I believe it. But he also gives doctors knowledge, and I think that's their gift.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it. And this nurse practitioner, which is excellent, God gives us, he gives us the word to you.
And he gives you a friend like LizzAnn with the common sense to say, girl, you better go have that looked at.
Yeah, LizzAnn, I had the big bam bam thing all wrapped up man style. Kevin, the doctor told Kevin, he said, well, man, you had it pretty good. He said, but it wouldn't have healed because every time she would have touched something, it would have opened up. Yes. Thank you, Dwayne. He says, if you don't accept, you may offend. That's the thing. Casey was the same way about blessings. I finally had to learn that you accept your blessings because the person that is giving, that God puts it on their heart, that's their blessing. Mm-hmm. So it was hard, but Dwayne has been through a lot with us. He has been through a lot with me. And he has seen me go many different stages in my life in just not even a year. I found something and told MawMaw, I said, MawMaw, in I wrote it down, April 13th. I was excited. I had 19 subs, you guys. 19.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, oh my goodness, I was so excited, you know. And, you know, God brought me these wonderful women, and I'm excited about, and all these I'm excited about. And, you know, God showing me, stop worrying about this because I will provide this. And so, yeah, and we struggle, and we, yeah, well, Mel, you know, you might as well try. Oh, Misha. See, me and Misha, we FaceTime too. She won't come on live here, but she did one time. And she was afraid she talked too much.
Oh
No.
my goodness.
No.
Dwayne. Oh, Dwayne, you was probably my first person.
Yeah. We are a bit sketchy. You are right.
But yes. So if you guys want to blame somebody or throw rocks for this crazy woman and us crazy women here, throw rocks at Mothership. Mothership said, get out of the corner, get out of the dark, come to light. And then somebody said, yeah, I used to see you in the Bible, in Casey's Bible thing. And I was like, who is that woman that's barefoot? Hey, I even bought pajamas that were comfortable and YouTube appropriate for, I did. I didn't want to go and buy clothes. I got me some comfy pajamas that was going to be warm and I could cover up and be appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I got me 3 different pair, even the Grumpy Cat pair. So hey, we might do pajama up here in here one morning.
Pajama day.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Dwayne, Super Day keeps talking about it. No.
Well, see, I'm in the. By the time I'm in here, I'm on the road and out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, I'm in street clothes. I'm sorry, I can't help
It's
it.
too hard to do pajama day for LizzAnn. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to just. You know,
We'll
I'll
have
just
to.
be odd man out.
Yeah, we'll just have to cover for you.
Yeah.
All right, let me do the.
So, who was it that you were talking about? Nani
Nani
from
May.
Nani May, this one of the channels that's connected to Lori's crochet corner.
I think so.
Yeah,
She was.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think so. That's I've subscribed to her too, and I've seen a little bit of her stuff. She is amazing,
Mm-hmm.
and I really enjoy Lori's channel too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Darlene said, just like sitting, it's like this, you know, sitting there at the kitchen table and everybody
Exactly.
visiting.
Exactly.
It's awesome. There's a lot of good people out there, you know, who have a positive outlook on things, and just nice people, you know, just outstanding and nice people. It's awesome. And I'm like Darlene, I don't crochet, I don't knit, I don't do anything like that.
I don't do that stuff either.
I never really was interested because it's too close to sewing to me, and sewing and I just don't get along. The word needle is involved. I realize crochet has a hook, but it looks a lot like a needle to me.
Yeah. Crochet is a hook.
It has, yeah, it does, but it looks a lot like a needle to me. So you got the crochet with the hook and the quote needle, the needle point and the embroidery and the Oh Lordy. And sewing, they're all in that vein where it just makes me go to do it.
Mhm.
It's just not my thing. But I admire the people, who can do that and who do it. My husband can crochet and knit, and I was like, go for it, man. Knitting started off as a Norwegian man's thing. They knitted not shirts. They knitted their sweaters, so they could be warm in their
Yeah,
climate.
that's interesting.
LizzAnn, I know you
Yes.
like saltines, so this saltine can was perfect to have MawMaw's bread, so I can do her toast all over here.
Oh, that's good.
To make it simpler, we moved the toaster over here. I did move it with Casey. Moved the microwave, put the toaster over here, and so we have her toast and her bread and her coffee all in one place.
All in one station, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah, I admire the people who can do those things because my mother could embroidery
Mhm.
beautiful, just beautiful.
Good
She tried to
morning,
teach me, and I
Malone
tried.
Money Mindset. Good morning to you. Good morning, Malone Money Mindset. Good morning to you.
I just didn't have the patience for it. Now that was before I figured out that I wasn't into sewing either. 7th grade,
Yeah.
I figured out sewing and I weren't going to get along.
Yeah, for sure.
Good morning, Anthony. Good morning.
So guess what I did not take in high school?
You didn't take sewing class in high school?
I did not take home economics because
I didn't either. That was too
no way.
foo-foo for me.
I'm sorry.
It was too foo-foo for me. I didn't like to be that much of a girly girl.
What, to take
I wasn't
home ec?
that much of a girly girl either.
Yeah, I didn't take any home ec because I didn't want to be considered a foo-foo girl.
I took home ec because it was going to be easy. You guys.
So you thought.
Yeah. Well, I did learn to use a sewing machine, and I do have a sewing machine, so there's some things I can make. And one year I did make mine. For Christmas, I did do special dolls that you stuffed for the kids, for the girls. But, and it was so cold in my living room, and I was like, my fingers was froze, but I was steady trying to get them done.
Good morning, M. Langford. Good morning to you. Good morning, M. Langford. Good morning to you. Thanks for stopping in.
I have to say, I can sew. It's not like I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't have the to do it. I don't know how to explain it. It's not going to happen.
MawMaw
said she failed home ec. Now she's master chef and sewing extraordinaire.
Wow.
I wish they would have had art in high school, but they didn't. Not when I was there.
I was blessed to have an art class.
And then they had Algebra 1 or some other kind of math. And I took the easy math. And look, you guys, I struggled in school. I won't lie. I was smarter if I would have applied myself. But
well, that's the thing. Focusing was a problem for me. But I did well in math. I was top of the when I took algebra, I had the highest average of all of her students.
Mm-hmm.
When I took geometry, I had the highest average of all of his students. But I got to tell you, right now I don't know that I could do any of those things because I haven't done it in so long. But I used to just thrive on that.
Mm-hmm.
I could come up with the answer just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could look at the problem and just there it was. I don't know. It was but that didn't come until that didn't come right away. I struggled with math in elementary school, and I couldn't focus. I just couldn't focus.
Yeah.
And still, But anyway.
Cinnamon had a jewelry class in high school. That would have been cool.
I was going somewhere with the sewing thing. Oh, I was going to tell y'all. I don't sew, but my daughter is a seamstress for extraordinary. She had, my mother-in-law was excellent, an excellent seamstress, and when Rebecca was little, she expressed an interest in learning, so she taught her. She taught all the grandkids, all the granddaughters particularly, how to sew. And Rebecca just excelled in it, and she made all of her formal wear in high school.
Awesome.
And now Granny helped, some, but Granny's way of helping was, I'm going to show you how to do whatever, but you're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how she taught, and any of the hard stuff, well, you got to rip that out. So there it is, rip it out, whatever. But my daughter was a seamstress an alterations expert for David's Bridals and Formals here in our area.
Wow.
She did, yeah, and she also for Buckle, she was a seamstress for them too, until she decided to do something else. But I mean, basically, after my grandson was born, but she was pregnant for my grandson when she was doing both those jobs. Yeah, she and whenever she would be sewing at Buckle, that loud, heavy-duty industrial machine that they were using, she could feel Landon in her tummy, in her inside, not liking it. He was like, she could tell he was like purling away, like because it was a noisy thing, it was like, oh, she could feel him. It was clear to her that it wasn't a good thing for him. So it was kind of crazy, but
Denise,
anyway.
MawMaw was, Frances was she was so good at sewing that when I come across some of Kevin and them's clothes, Frances I learned how to know which ones was store-bought, which ones weren't. She made their blue jeans. She made their shirts, their underwear. Frances made all of their clothing. And then by the time they got in high school and people would have these cool shirts with like the Eagles on it, the different bands like Kiss and all that, Frances would, that's when they had those, was it Trichem paints for fabric, LizzAnn? They come in like they came in like a metal toothpaste looking. Yeah. Frances would make their shirts. Wow. So yeah, she was that good. And then people would get her, she'd take orders. No, it wasn't a puff paint. Back then it would have been like in the late 70s, MawMaw.
Yeah.
So yeah, Frances was very good. Me,
that was awesome.
My
mother-in-law used to make my brother-in-law's suits. He worked for TG&Y at the time, and he was the manager of the store. And he would come in, and they lived about 2 hours from us. And he would come in on the weekend, whenever they'd come in, and he'd be hauling in 2, 3, 4 bolts of material for her to make him suits over the weekend. And she would have 2, 3, 4 of them made by the time he left. I'm like,
oh my goodness.
Gee whiz, crazy woman. But she was just she was good, she was efficient, and you couldn't tell that. It's like MawMaw, you could not tell that they were made at home at all. Just yeah.
MawMaw.
Yeah, we used to get the matching clothes too, MawMaw. I had an older and a younger sister. We got the matching outfits all the time. The pictures, when I look back at those pictures, and I'm thinking, you made me dress like my crazy sister. And one of my sisters is okay, the other one not so much. And my mother made me look like them, really. Yeah, it's very traumatizing. It traumatizes me still to see those pictures.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I can screen share this
That was.
because. All
Go
right,
ahead.
let me see.
I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, you're fine. Let me see. Okay, there you go. That's me. That's me and my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
Yeah.
me and my oldest sister 7 years apart. So talking about matching outfits,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then the boys, and yeah, here we are now. Well, that's not now, you guys, but that was
More recent.
I did that. So now it's so funny because that's the oldest. We went that way, and then my middle sister ended up being taller than both of us. But yep, and we were all blonde. Look, that's if I didn't do my hair red, that's what color my hair would be. It's blonde. So
Well, my daughter's hair started out when she was born, she had dark brown hair, and she had a little spot on the back of her head that about the size of a dime that was white, towhead white. And when she lost her newborn hair, you couldn't tell she had hair for a long time because her hair came back that white color, and she looked bald.
Mm-hmm.
Casey's hair was so white.
It thickened up, and got long enough. It was like
My Jimmy's was like that
color.
too.
Now it's a medium to darker brown.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my mail.
She colors it red.
Yeah, look at my mail. So you like the girl at work told me I had Sharon Stone hair. Oh, and she called Kevin, my husband. She called him Stone Cold Steve Austin, and said I was Sharon Stone. That's what she said. But when I hit 50 MawMaw, I decided, well, let me go back red for a little bit. So that's what I did.
Sorry, I'm all caught up on the chair.
Yes, I am. I am, Dwayne. I tell everybody that. Yes, I am. That's why I have to do my eyebrows. These women, and even Derek has said while I put on my eyebrow, sit through my makeup. See, I could do a makeup tutorial, but it would be a weird one. I'd be okay.
You're right, MawMaw. The red does suit her complexion really well.
Mm-hmm. It does.
When I was in my 30s, and I did it red because first time I ever put some color to go to a Halloween thing, and they had this like spray-in color. So, I did my hair this red color and deep bloody looking red color. And I go in there because Keevan's not one for Wayne. Keevan was never one for my silliness, but he was taking us to a country school where they had a Halloween festival. So I dressed up the kids, and then I, dressed up, and I went in there and I said, "Is this okay?" And he looked at me and he said, "Yes." And that look on his face, you guys, that face that he made, the next day, I go out and get me a box of red hair dye. And he called me red forever. He still calls me that even when I was blonde, and people would look at him like, why is he calling her red? But the look on his face, girl, I went red. And I was that way. My mom never liked it. Some of my family did, but Casey never did. He'd be like, Mom, but you got hair like me. He wanted me, when he was a kid, wanted me to go back blonde, but me and Tiffany liked it. Oh, hush, don't call my hamster albino. Leave my hamster alone. But Yeah, so Tiffany liked it because my daughter she's redhead, but she's on that spectrum. It doesn't look like it's not, what would you call it? The
Not that
orangey red.
strawberry red.
Yeah. So she would do her hair like the same color as mine. And then when I hit 40, I stopped dyeing it and then I cut it all off. Look, I did shave my hair. Look, Dwayne, don't make Casey come back and look at this chat. You know he loves you. But no, I did shave my head. I did shave. I'd have all the back and the side shaved. And then, at one point, because I was like, hair grows, it'll grow back.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's the only colors I could do. Now, I had all these wigs, and I think that's where my kids end up with their love of wigs and makeup and stuff. But I would come across these hideous looking wigs and stuff, and they would go in a baggie for Halloween. So you really never knew. I had blonde ones, black ones, and the black never suited. Black never suited my complexion. Casey could do black wigs, and my daughter could do red, black, and Tiffany was never really a blonde person, but So yes, that was me with my haircut.
I think I'm gonna go.
Well,
All
hon,
right.
you need to rest up and take care.
I
of
love
yourself.
you.
I love you. I'm just sore. I shouldn't have shoveled, but I did, and
Well,
it's the way it is. I'm gonna go
But
lay
you
down.
sung to everybody. You sung to
I'm sure
everybody.
he's grateful.
I
I'm
love
sure
you
your husband's
all.
grateful. Love you too, hon.
Talk to
God
you
bless
later.
you and your day and your
Thank
week.
you.
See you soon. Much love. It's you and me. Oh no, can we handle it?
And Dwayne in the chat too.
We're in trouble. Well, see, I can't see the chat, so you're probably safe that way.
Oh,
Ugh.
yes. Cinnamon. It's L'Oreal Red Velvet. I don't know if I'm tired just trying to. But yeah, it's called Red Velvet, and it does. I mean, when I use it, it looks like red velvet cake. You know how when you make up red velvet cake and you put the drops in there, it just kind of looks bloody, and that's what it looks like. Oh, her daughter grows hers out, so she does the locks of love. MawMaw got to donate hers one time. MawMaw's, I didn't realize it was that long. Hers came all the way to her butt. And so when she went, me and her went into the community college. Well, the community, not college, but it's for high schoolers.
Vocational school.
Yes. We went there. And she got hers cut off, and I got mine colored. Well, I colored it, and then I asked about the chunky highlights and lowlights, and the woman told me, go ahead and do the base color, whatever you want to do, and then come up here afterward, not the same day. And then they did the process in my hair, and I had never had it done like that. And it was pretty cool. I called it my crayon hair because the girls was worried. The ones that did it, they were like, oh no. I said, well, baby, it's going to be all right. And they got panicky. Oh, good night, MawMaw.
Good night, MawMaw.
God bless. So I told the girls, I said, hey, it's only hair. If it falls out, it'll grow back. And they was like, but, and then they'd come over there, check it, and they said, no. And then there were two. Yeah. So I kept telling them it was okay, and they'd come and check the progress and coming back the progress. Oh, Manuela. Good morning, Manuela. Good morning to you. Tracy's not here, so I'll have to do.
That was good.
Manuela, Tracy, she was hurting, so she couldn't sing. But that's okay. We
Good job, darling.
we try to that's the greeting process. Everybody that comes in gets greeted by Tracy.
Yeah,
So
Tracy
welcome.
overdid it over the weekend by shoveling snow when she probably should not have done that. But
She should
she
not.
was thinking of her husband and doing
Yes.
a nice thing for him, and that was very sweet of her to do that.
But
Her body was cooperating.
But I had they kept getting their teacher to come over there, and she'd look at it and she'd say, well, do this or do that. And the girl had never colored like highlighted hair before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just sitting there, I'm chilled out. And then she said, well, put her under the dryer. So then they check it, and then three or four of them. Huh?
It was the foil?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd never had that done before. Within 3 or 4 of them. She did sing to you.
Who said that? Dwayne?
No, Kevin. Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to you. I gave you a kiss. That's all I can do. That's my husband. That's my husband.
Yeah, I know.
Oops.
I like your improvising.
Hey, Pat's on the wheel today. I mean, I thought he was running crazy, but he's on the wheel today, you guys.
You know, his little paw is taped up for those stitches. So,
dude, look. You just, honey. But no. So then the next thing I know, 3 girls was over looking at my hair, and one of them goes, "Uh-oh," and another one said, "Uh-oh," and they got the teacher over. She said, "Just leave it." And I said, girls, it doesn't matter. It can come out green. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's only hair. So when they started washing it out, the girls all got excited. They had to leave. They had to get on the bus, and they wasn't wanting to leave. So the woman took a picture of it. Oh my goodness. There was some orangish looking tones. There was some light color tones, some burgundy tones. It just was all different tones. So I haven't had it done again, but it was relatively cheap to have it done. Yeah. But when you
whenever you go to a vocational school like that, you're a guinea pig basically, and they're learning, and it's good that people do go, because they do need people. I mean, to do a wig on a head is one thing, but to do a real person is quite another, and you have to get used to that.
But yeah, and a haircut's
you gotta be gutsy to go do it too.
A haircut's like $5, and the color was like $15.
Yeah.
You're talking about
paying for the supplies, basically.
Yeah.
You're paying for the supplies.
So I was fine. I just sit there and I was fine with it. And then we went back again and just got my hair trimmed. The only thing, when you remove or you strip down, you're kind of damaging the hair a little bit. So, but yes.
Yeah, it takes time for that to recover.
Yes, my husband. Is it cold over there, baby? Because my nose is a mess. Well, Dwayne, who gave you your last haircut? Did you do your own haircut? How are my eyebrows cold, you guys? I am cold across my forehead and my nose.
That's crazy.
Well, how did yours come out, Vicki? I mean, I like it. I mean, I like the Manuela, MawMaw, bless her heart. Well, Dwayne, I bet it looks good. We took her to hospital, but it was just we had to check something. But she was fine. But her leg still hurts. She still can't come out of her room unless she's to get her outside. She has to get on her scooter, which doesn't move around the house real well. So it's the type of scooter. I wish you would have got one that was more like a chair, like the hover round. But hers is more like a scooter. But her knee is still excruciating. So she's got to call the doctor and she's got to get it seen to see if she is even able to do a knee replacement. That is the only thing that MawMaw can do to put any weight on that knee. So yes, you guys continue to keep MawMaw in your prayers because she really needs to get that done. My aunt, when she was in California, she got a degree. She got her license to practice cosmetology when she was out there. And then she moved out here. And so, with Dwayne, I like that though. Yeah, Dwayne just sent me a picture. Can I screen share it, Dwayne? Looking so serious. Can I screen share? Let me screen share. I'll finish on MawMaw while you give me permission to screen share. Okay. But anyway, MawMaw, we've got to have that done. Now, let's screenshot this mean mug that he's trying to do. Dun, dun, dun.
Look at that haircut.
Yes, Dwayne, I have to say, you look like that you're going back into the military.
Oh, boy.
Yes. I like it, though. I like that haircut.
Good on you. It does look good on him.
I let Vicky call him a jarhead. He is. Close out, Denise said.
Dwayne, thank you for serving our country.
Yes. Yes.
And anybody else in the chat who may have done so, thank you for serving our country.
And those that are still serving, or like Cinnamon's daughter is going into so those that are going in and those that are coming out.
Yes. Thank you.
Is it cold over there?
Yes.
I know I was sitting here, my nose is cold, and
would that be Casey?
that's Kevin. No, Casey's still not
sorry.
awake. He is still not.
Kevin.
He's in the.
He's already gone through. Gotcha.
Let me do it. Good morning to Lydia and Philip. To Tracy's not here, so I have to do. You got to clap. So you guys, if you're new to the channel, you would know that Traci sings she greets everybody. She greets everybody.
Yes,
And
awesome.
She does the singing, but her chronic pain got the best of her. And usually this is our cutting off time. I will do that, Manuel. I will do that. I will tell her. I tell her that when people are asking about her. I was really thinking she might tune into this since I took her breakfast. She usually sits at the computer, but I don't see. I'll have to send the picture of Dwayne. That'll make her feel better.
Yeah, that ought to make her have a good chuckle.
But
he doesn't even look like himself in that picture.
He's trying to mean mug. We know you don't mean. We know you fluff. You fluff.
Rough, tough cream puff.
Denise, the only thing painful they did was they had to have her leg straightened out, and while she was there, they did an X-ray on it to make sure everything was all right. Everything's really not, but it's still bone on bone, and you can't put pressure on bone. I mean, I can't even imagine that. That would be like a break, and then the bones hitting. So
Yeah, my father-in-law had that till he had his knee replacement.
So we'll just pray about it. And second lieutenant for the Army. Oh, she's in the intelligence.
Ooh. Awesome.
Uh-oh, and she'll be closer northeast of Vicky Trixie.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
So if you go visit her, you could visit Vixatrix. Wait.
I like that. That's good.
I'm just kind of rewinding that one and trying to think. Vicky, I just better not call you that on this one. We'll just have to call you that when I jump in yours.
That's funny.
Denise, I still take hugs.
Yeah.
Oh, Vicky. Which ex? One used to call her Cream Puff and then ended up with Rattlesnake.
Ooh.
Listen, me ask you which one. You might not even want to come live and do have me interview you when I ask something like that.
All you got to do is say no comment. Speak to the hand.
Cinnamon, sometimes a hug. Oh, the last one. Sometimes a good hug feels good because it's like compacting everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Carla. Oh, goodness. And she likes the way I talk. Hi, Carla.
My goodness.
Okay, Carla. Good morning to Carla. Good morning to you. I'm not like Traci, but I'll have to do. There you go. She loves my accent. I don't think I have an accent, you guys. I just
yeah, well, I don't either, but I probably do.
Look, I was asked before when I was doing conferencing, are you from Texas? I'm like, I figured like, are you from Tennessee? Or if you're from Mississippi, I got Tennessee, Mississippi. Thank you, Denise. But I was never asked, was I from Louisiana?
Interesting.
I know. I mean, that would have been pretty cool. But yeah, somebody said Texas, like that was they said it in a very derogatory way.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't
How
help.
dare they?
I can't help their last name was, let me think. How did they say it? Duque? Because I asked her, I said, "Oh, how do you pronounce her last name?" I don't know. So I said, Duque has now joined. And Dookie has joined. Excuse me, it is Duque.
Ooh.
And you sound like you're from Texas.
Oh my goodness.
So I I muted myself. And I looked at the person that was over me. I said, well, you know what? Your mama either married a Dookie. No, it was Booty, B-U-T-T-E. I said, your mama either married a Booty or you married a Booty. Either way, it's Booty. And I am in Alabama. But no,
what did she say it was? Butte?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
there's
Booty.
There's actually a town in Louisiana.
Butte. But in it
Boutte.
Okay.
But they don't say booty. They call
Butte, probably.
They call it butte.
Yeah, and there's a Butte. a state, town like that. But anyway, I said, and then the girl sitting beside me, that very proper talking, she said, well, somebody told me one time I sound like I was from Mississippi. Yeah. But yeah, that girl was very proper. She was a voice talent like Casey. So she was very, and I'm like, you? They thought you were from, no, I don't get that. But yeah, they said it like a dirty word.
Man, that's just not right.
I knew it wasn't right. I know it wasn't. But yeah.
Oh, well. Got to take it with a dose of salt.
And I tell some people I'm from California, and they silence. And I'm like, okay. I've been out here. I've been in Alabama long enough to mess up my speech patterns, and then they'd laugh. But the northern women didn't much care for it. But there's a lot of people that would have me do their conferences because of the way I talked, which is pretty weird to me. But yeah.
Yeah, when my aunt moved out to California, of course, they teased her about being from Texas, and there are people even now that she's just met, will tell her, you're not from here. And she has to them she has a very faint Texas accent. To us, she's got this solid California accent. But it's funny.
And I mean, it's like there was 6 of us children, and my oldest brother, he didn't talk like us. And, he spent the same amount of time in California, as we did. And then he went off to the military, and, he just, he really, he was dark complected and complexion. So he got the Indian skin from the tones from my grandmother's side. But he didn't talk like us. He just, she's in her bed. I love you.
Tell Kevin, hey.
LizzAnn said, hey, Kevin.
Hey.
Oh, goodness. Leticia? Okay. All right. I'll sing to you, Leticia. Good morning, Leticia. Good morning to you. Tracy's not here, but I'll have to do. Look, tomorrow I probably won't remember how I did that. Even if I put a sticky note on top of the computer for me to look at and sing it looking into the camera to have big eyes, people will probably say, whoa, please don't do that. Oh, and you guys look, I was still from the South, Southern California. So that's what it was.
And there you go. Got you, girl. Let's see. Can we do wrong way? Can we do a fist bump? I don't know.
What?
I'm reaching across and my arms not.
Look, people's gonna come across this later and wonder what are they doing? Then they'll say, oh, it's Darlene or it's Norgus. Oh yeah, you a box of chocolates.
There you go. That's
a box of chocolates. You never know.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, look, in March or April, let me see. I must have it written on something else. But, yeah,
You had about 130 or so whenever I started.
whenever I got initiated into YouTube.
I know.
And that was in May. May 14th was my first major YouTube appearance.
Yeah, I come across that and I told MawMaw, I said, oh, wow, look what I found. I'm trying to, but yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had 19. And, I was so kind of uneasy. I was rolling around in my craft room in there. And I was looking at the chat, and then I was painting something. And I remember one time Adam said, he would typed into people, he said, I'd be afraid of that paintbrush. She's going wild with the paintbrush. And I'd come back and look, and I was like, oh, use my paintbrush. So I was really, that was going to be what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Virginia. So, yeah, I could see Virginia, Southern drawl.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Cinnamon. So born in 64 and we left in 71. But now, before I was born, Mom and Dad, Mom's people were from here. Dad's people was from all over the place, but in California. So it was like the 3 youngest was born out there. The 3 oldest was born in Alabama. So we just from one side of the United States to the other. But and somebody said something about Boston, that they don't like the way somebody from Boston sound. Oh, you do that every time you come from April's. So I will. So
never mind. I'm just too late. Day late and dollar short.
So yes, I was rolling around in there, and Casey broke me out of my shell by doing the craft room. And I sit there and watch and talk to people and chatted with people. And while he was behind me throwing away stuff, probably, but he got it was so pretty. If you guys go to the first ones where he did a walk through the house and I was hyperventilating, I really was. By the time he finished, I was hyperventilating. And he said, are you okay, Mom? Just breathe. I said, yeah, I'm okay. And now it's like, yeah, this is me. This is us. And then I had people talking about, you got the old sink. You guys had the shabby chic going on. I thought, oh, old house is cool now. The paint's peeling.
Yeah, farmhouse.
Yeah. Yeah. So, there's a hole in the wall that shows the shiplap.
Yeah.
Not a hole, but with some of the whatever.
Going, ooh, you got shiplap.
Yes. So I just tore some more out of it, and I'm like, boop, there you go. So, welcome from the Netherlands.
Ooh.
Wait, Vicky. Oh, yeah. See, I think that's where I told my husband, I said, I'm going to have to write down because all the different places. So
I was thinking about a pin map.
I do have one in there. And that's what I want to do is stick the different pins in the different places.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's exciting to me. Denise, my dad was a Rolling Stone.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, he never grew moss until I think he after I moved out of the house. We never lived anywhere for very long. Now, as a child, I enjoyed it because I had imagination. Now, my other sister didn't like it. I guess, I don't know. But Dad was
optimistic outlook.
Yeah, because he grew up with my his dad being a engineer, which I thought was a train engineer when I was a kid, but he was an engineer. So my dad thought he was born in Colorado, but he really didn't have a birth certificate. But they moved to Panama, which is like Panama Canal, for my grandfather to work on the Panama Canal.
Wow.
Yeah. So he worked on the interstate, roads when it was intended for the military use. And it was real interesting because I knew he did that. Then I watched how I did a documentary on how the Panama Canal was built. And
Well, now they've got a new one too now.
yeah. And so that explained to me why my dad moved around. And then he had an uncle that worked for Hollywood. So they would get to go to the Hollywood, like,
To the set.
yeah. And he run around. They ran around and played. And he met different people. I think it's Shirley Temple. He had assigned something from Shirley Temple. So he met different people back when he was a kid. I'm sorry, babe. And so LizzAnn said good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
He's got all that junk going on up there.
Yeah.
So I figured out that's why he moved so much. Then he got in the Navy. He lied about his age. And back then, I guess you could.
Yeah, it happened a lot.
Yeah, so he went in and, the Navy, he was everywhere. So he met my mom and they kind of back and forth, and we never lived in the same house for very long in California. So Lydia from Berlin, Germany to the Netherlands.
Wow. Awesome.
See, that is so wild.
That is wow, yeah. No doubt about it.
So I didn't know, Manuela, that you were in Germany.
Ooh,
Because don't you go into Sandy's stuff sometime?
I think Sandy calls her Ella.
Yes. So, look, I didn't know if your accent was because maybe you was in some part of the United States that talk different than me. Manuela?
Well, sometimes there's, regional accents. Sometimes there's family accents.
So Berlin. See, that is so cool.
That is cool.
Denise said, "Love you, Casey." He said, love you too.
Poor Casey, all stuffed up. I'm sorry you feel bad, hon.
So, ich bin in Berlin.
We don't have to go to the store or anything, do we?
Well, I didn't realize she had muted.
What?
You caught me off guard. I was looking down. I looked up and your microphone's on me. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I got to talk to Casey real quick, you guys.
I understand. Sometimes you just have to have a conversation off live. So everybody's getting ready for Christmas now, I guess. There are folks out there I know that do early Christmas shopping. I'm not one of them. I try, but sometimes I just don't do it. Sometimes you just don't know what to get someone, I don't know if y'all have that situation or not, but I know I do.
What do you have a problem with?
Oh, trying to figure out what to get people for Christmas.
I am making stuff. You know?
That works. Well, sometimes we just give a gift card or a check. depends on who it is. It's like we, the grandkids, we get them something, but the adults, their parents and
My grandson, I started giving them a gift card. My grandbaby, I could pick something out for her.
yeah. When they reach a certain age, they kind of want to do their own shopping. It's kind of hard to figure out, what they want and what you can afford may not be the same.
Yeah.
So you gotta,
Vicky, MawMaw, this house was built in 1914 for her mom and dad when they got married. And then so MawMaw was born not in this house, I don't think, but I mean, she says she was born here, raised here, until she got married. And I think they still were here until then she moved out. And when her dad passed, she moved back in the house. So I think my husband was 5 when he passed. And so, that was something that always meant a lot about this. I never had a home. We had many different houses, but I was amazed at having a home, having roots. I didn't have that. The first marriage, we moved 6 times in 2.5 years. Well, the last time was in a year's time. So he didn't come from roots. Then I moved from, when I got divorced, I moved. And then me and Keevan moved from there to Atlanta back in this house with 2 kids and a bun in the oven. And then we bought the house across the street. I would stand at the washing dishes when I was pregnant and look at the house across the street and wish that we could live there, have something as close as mom and dad. So we did. It did. And we lived there till the kids graduated. Well, no, I had the daycare there, but we moved here after my father-in-law passed. We stayed here in the house, and we've been here ever since I was 31, and I'm 55. So yeah, and so this has been my roots. And that's why I say that this is a family home, and it's a safe haven. And even my daughter used to say it was a home. She would be relaxed when she would come here.
Yeah.
Because she could always crawl in my bed. And when we had my grandson's beds, he always had a place here to sleep. Yes, Vicki. God did. God grew my roots. He put me here, and everything for a purpose. Everything.
Exactly.
Like I, talked about just Sandy and her jewelry. He fashioned me into these roots. And that is kind of the tattoo, the reason me and my son has a matching tattoo.
That's awesome.
And it's the keys, the skeleton keys of this house. And yes, our front door is a skeleton key, you guys. The bathroom door has a skeleton key. Do you know how many kids have locked themselves or people have locked themselves in that bathroom? I can't lock it. I can't get it to do right. So,
Yeah. That's funny.
Okay, you guys, it is after 11. I can my back's screaming and my headache is, and me and Casey have things we have to do, and then I can come home and just fall out for a little while.
Yeah.
But I love you guys. Thank you all for coming.
Love everybody.
And
God's blessings.
we will be back, God willing. We'll be back tomorrow. We
God
don't need
bless you, your
we don't need
family.
no more emergency room visits. They're gonna they're gonna revoke our card. So anyway, much love, you
You're not going to say
guys.
hi, darling, when you come in the door. God bless you all.
No, it'll go
Family
ching
and yours.
ching. That's what they'll hear. Ching ching.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Thank
God
you
bless everyone.
guys.
Have a great day.